Hey, my name is Shadowsense, and you're watching Vampire the Masquerade Coteries of New York. We're with D'Angelo right now, investigating a lead that Robert Larson has given us. Apparently, there's a place in Lower East Side Manhattan where Thin Bloods can meet in peace. And Thin Blood is the subject of the murderer that we've been trying to catch. Let me take a sip of this apple cider. Delicious. As you reach the address Larson gave you, you find yourself standing in front of what looks like an old garage. On the outside, the place looks as uninteresting as it gets. You'd think it abandoned, if not for the few barely working lights illuminating its shabby facade. Once you're inside, however, if ever there's a place worthy of being called a wretched hive of scum and villainy, this is probably it. The room is littered with drunks and crackheads, human and thin blood alike, their minds lost in their cruel little worlds, their bodies splayed out across the floor. D'Angelo leans over and whispers in your ear. I'll cover the back door. You stay near the front. Let's look around and see what we can find. Before you can ask what exactly you're supposed to be looking for, D'Angelo disappears into the shadows. Yeah, I'm just gonna play it nice and chill. As I've been trying to this entire game so far. Doing your best to blend in with the crowd, which is fairly difficult considering your upright position, you slowly make your way across the large room. Not really knowing what you're looking for, you focus on the details, a knowing smirk, a hateful stare, anything that looks even the slightest bit suspicious. After a dozen or so empty stares, you're almost ready to give up when suddenly something catches your eye. A young, skinny woman hunched in the corner of the room. She gives you a bewildered look, a 1,000-yard stare that tells you beyond the shadow of a doubt, it's her. As you walk towards her, D'Angelo emerges from the shadows right next to you. Nice catch. He kneels down beside her. You can tell he's trying to sound as comforting as possible, but with his gravelly timbre, it's not really working out. Hey, it's okay, we're not here to hurt you, we just want to talk. No, don't talk. Too loud. Too loud. She seems halfway out of it. It's like the lights are on, but whoever's inside is stumbling around after one hell of a bender. Alright, you like quiet. Got it. Can you tell me your name? Santa. That's what he called me. Suddenly you hear the door swing open behind you. Even though the night is fairly warm, a cold chill runs down your spine. You look towards the entrance. There's a woman standing there and something about her just screams kindred. Even though she seems comically overdressed for the situation, somehow, you don't feel like cracking a smile. Whoever she is, you can tell she means business. She starts making her way towards the back of the room, not making any effort to sidestep any of the junkies and drunks. They all know well enough to get out of her way. Acting out of bravery or sheer stupidity, you walk up to her. She looks at you as if you were something she just scraped off her shoe. You smile nervously without even knowing it. Oh man. I'm doing that one. I like the second option, but the first one seems safer. As soon as you open your mouth, her hand shoots out, grabbing you by the throat. The woman looks at you, tilting her head as if examining a curious species of insect. Suddenly, her eyes shift as she notices something behind you. Her face turns from disgusted curiosity to sheer annoyance. You! Hey, Val. That's my assistant you got there. Do you mind? She rolls her eyes. You feel the grip on your neck loosen as you awkwardly fall to your feet. She makes her way towards D'Angelo, pushing you aside like a rag doll. Where is she? You're gonna have to be a bit more specific, darling. Don't play coy, Ginny. The Manslayer. I know she's here. A blood hunt has begun. By order of the prince herself, the girl is to meet her final death. Hold your horses, honey. I'm conducting an investigation under the auspices of the sheriff. That counts for something, too. Look, sweetie, I'm not here for a clit measuring contest. That's a weird line. I mean, I know there's dick measuring contests, but clit measuring contest is a little bit of a weird one. You want this to get ugly? Be my guest. Otherwise, I suggest you step aside and let me do my job. By all means. He steps aside in a comically exaggerated fashion. You look at the corner where you just saw Santa, or Santa? I don't know. But find no trace of the girl. Well, I'll be. I could swear she was just here. Valerie looks at D'Angelo. She smiles softly, but you can tell she's trying very hard not to rip his head off. You'll regret this. Story of my life. Without another word, she turns on her heel and storms out. D'Angelo waves his hand in your general direction. Come on, kid. Let's get out of this shithole. As you emerge from said shithole, you feel the cool night breeze caress your face. It's soothing and almost makes you forget how shitty the last few hours have been. Almost. Okay, kid. I know you've got questions, but it's getting early and I don't feel like having a Q&A session right here. For now, you get one question. Make it count. Valerie, huh? So who the hell is she? She's a scourge, kid. Part enforcer, part assassin, all around pain in the ass. If she finds that girl before we do, we'll never find out why she did what she did. And before you ask, yes, we've run into each other in the past. No, I don't feel like talking about it. Alright, kid. I don't know about you, but I'm turning in. I'll figure some stuff out and keep looking for our girl. Feel free to swing by the office in a night or two. And with that, he stumbles off into the distance, not even bothering to keep to the shadows. Can't say you blame him. It really has been a rough night. Well, that was a lot to take in. And I still have half the night. So we're going to hang out with my girl. My girl, Hope. Hope is about to head out into the city. Accompany her to see her true face. When you get to the internet cafe, Hope is already waiting out front. The sight catches you off guard. Part of you suspected that she might be more of a shut-in, my haven is my castle type. Perfect timing. We need to go for a ride. Get in, get in, get in! She doesn't wait for your response and jumps behind the wheel of a lavender vintage roadster instead. The engine starts roaring expectantly, causing everyone's head to turn. Not wanting to attract needless attention, you quickly slip into the back seat of the car. The moment you shut the door behind you, the vehicle sets off, tires screeching. Sorry for not bringing you up to speed first, but hey, this is NYC, everyone's always in a rush. And this is even more true than when you're kindred. That bussy work. I didn't realize bussy was a thing back in 2019. Or 2018, whenever this game was written. Came out in 2019, that much I know. Now allow me to take care of some business and I'll be right with you. Even as she's zooming through traffic, she's still on her phone, of course. Shouldn't you look at the road from time to time? It might come as a bit of a shock to you, but I'm pretty decent at multitasking. It's pretty hard to make a living in this city. You gotta be at the top of your game at all times. Might as well explain my business plan to you while I'm at it. So, another extremely online malk based in New York goes by the name of Dev/Noel told me to Google Ethereum a few years ago. That's how I get into Bitcoin. Oh no. And I found a new religion. 23-year-olds selling visions of governments replaced by benign code and decentralized consensus masses ruled by algorithms as just as the laws of physics. Idiot man-child investors trying to shape their realities through sheer financial zeal. Dedicated collectors of things to abstract as rare as SHA-256 decryptions. I don't even know what that is. Is that an NFT? I don't know. Her driving style is far more aggressive and dangerous than you're comfortable with. Is it just you, or does she peek into the rearview mirror more often than she looks straight ahead? A hyper-speculative environment where nothing has real value, only abstract beliefs matter, and your life savings can be ruined by a single bullshit tweet. How could I refuse the allure? I started buying low and selling high in a variety of shady 24/7 exchanges that allowed me with 100 times leverage, as in they'd led me 100 times the capital I could bet with. I got lucky at the beginning and kept the ball rolling, shorting and longing impulsively, recklessly. I got to the point where I became too big to fail, and that's when I cashed out. The car comes to an abrupt halt. You bump up against the seat in front of you. Okay, this story will be continued later. We're here, right at our first stop. I'll need you to do me a favor. First stop? Yeah, I need to run a few errands tonight. This one is as simple as it gets. See that weird guy in a Yankees cap standing around the corner? Approach him, tell him you're at young, hot, petite, ingenue? Petite ingenue? I don't know. Take the phone he gives you and bring it here. Get going, honey. It's illegal to park here. You jump out of the car and approach the man Hope has pointed out. Not a lot you can tell about him based on his appearance, aside from the fact that he seems pretty shady. The guy assumes a comically threatening pose as you approach him. The hell do you want? I'm at young, hot, petite, ingenue. Oh, no offense, but I kinda expected a girl. I mean, no, yeah, my bad for assuming. Damn. He takes a phone out of his pocket and covertly passes it to you. Everything has been prepared and preloaded according to your instructions. Should take about 2 minutes to transfer the data. Now get out of here. The man walks away with an exaggerated hip-hop gait. You jump back into Hope's car. She immediately steps on the gas. You got the phone? You're the best. Pass it to me, please. She connects the two smartphones using a cable and begins some sort of data transfer. Looks like it's an identical model. After a minute or so, the process is complete. Alright, goodbye, lovely. You've served me well. Hope opens the car window, grabs her old phone. You're not expert enough to recognize the exact model, but it definitely looks like it had an $800 price tag slapped on it, and tosses it out the window. Surprised, you look behind you to see a car in the opposite lane run over the abandoned device. Hope notices your quizzical look. I've been needing a lot of burner phones lately, and I'm not going to use the same cheap piece of shit, so it's a pretty expensive necessity. Intersection, red light, she takes advantage of the moment to shoot a driving selfie that strategically excludes her face and upload it to Instagram. You notice her handle there is Versace Beauty. Now I was telling you a story. Cashing out. Right. At some point towards the end of 2017, I became convinced I needed to cash out. There's no way the bubble was going to last forever. I always knew there would be no grapes of wrath for the cryptocurrency era. It would have to be a series of profoundly antisocial, disconnected events. And that's what it was. The whole crypto culture was a decentralized church of lone millennials who rejected all established modern values and kept atoning for the original sin of not buying Bitcoin in 2013. Another abrupt last-second turn. You are pressed against the window. What the hell is with her driving style? Bet a life you never wanted to live anyway, you get a chance to win a priceless pile of nothing. Untether yourself from all worldly desires, find joy in suicidal ideation. To this day, money holds no real value for me. It's as abstract as a video game score. It's a bunch of numbers on the screen. This joyless world changed me forever. I knew I had to escape. So I took my piles of fictional dollars to a new arena. Elite NYC social circles. Not because I wanted to scam them and make more, but because I wanted to finally have some goddamn fun. I mean, of course I had to scam them in the process, but it was only in service of becoming something more than a star. A constellation! Another abrupt stop. This time next to the entrance of a shifty-looking back alley. Alright, friend, this time you're at leaky gut syndrome. Whistleblower extraordinaire. Whenever a press sneak fuck wants a leak, you've got it. Got it? Sorry for putting you out there in my place, but I only personally contact people as a last resort. It gets harder to protect my identity each time I show my face. Since I've got you, our man is waiting for you in this back alley. He's paying back a favor with a flash drive containing crucial information we need to stay safe in this city. Retrieve it. I will circle the area, make sure we aren't in danger right now. When you're done, get back here and I'll pick you up. Everything clear? Good. She talks so goddamn fast. You exit the car and see it drive away in a hurry, then head into the narrow passageway. Sure enough, there's a man waiting for you at the end of the back street. Unshaven, wearing wrinkled clothes with a nervous eye tick, he looks even dodgier than the last guy you met. When you approach, he gives you a mean look. You lost or something? I'm leaky gut syndrome. You said you've got a little something that might interest me. Of course, of course. Straight to the point, aren't you? Alright then. Clumsily, he produces a USB stick from his front shirt pocket and holds it before your face. When you reach out to take it, he peels his hand back and gives you a sly grin. Getting all this data was risky, you know? Miss Montgomery is an unusually secretive person. Digging up dirt on her took more effort than I expected. Effort that should be rewarded, I think. The more you ask around about her, the more you expect a letter saying give up your inquiries, which are completely useless, at your doorstep. Perhaps attached to a severed cat head? You catch my drift? The secret surrounding her screams friends in high places, brave new world order, Illuminati shit, you know? Makes me think I deserve some hazard pay. I suppose you're right. What do you want? His eyes widen and a grin from ear to ear appears on his face. Not much. I think $5,000 should be a worthy price for my services. Alright. It's a deal. I'll transfer the money to your account later tonight, provided your data is legit. No worries, no worries. Don't disappoint. Just don't fuck me over, alright? You know I keep digging up useful stuff. He extends his hand, holding the flash drive toward you again. You take it. Oh yeah, one more thing. Not really sure what it's about, but one of my informants claimed you might be interested in this. He reaches into his inner jacket pocket and presents you with something wholly unexpected. It's a bag of blood, simply labeled as AB-RH negative. You take a closer look, but that doesn't answer any of the questions that just appeared in your mind. You peek into the journalist's cold blue eyes and see them twitch uncontrollably. Don't ask me. They said you'll know what to do with it, leaky gut. Come on, take it. Sure? Fine, I'll take it. You grab the bag. Anything else? Yeah, I don't think so. Thanks for your cooperation. Another eye twitch and awkward silence. You hide the blood bag under your clothes and leave the alley the way you came. Hope's car appears behind the corner just as you walk out onto the street. It doesn't even fully stop when you approach, but slows down just enough so you can jump in. The moment you close the door, she leans into the gas pedal with her full strength, causing the engine to roar. Her driving style definitely doesn't reflect how laid back she seems as a person. You got it? You throw the flash drive onto the seat next to her. Perfect. Any problems? How did the meeting go? You relate the entire back alley encounter to her. Toward the end of the story, you notice she's not staring at the road or her phone, but directly at your face. The realization startles you. You got that bag of blood with you? You place it on the seat next to her. She peeks at the label. She looks at it again. Then she steps on the brakes. Fuck. I'm okay. She grabs both the bag and the flash drive you've obtained and throws them out the window. Looks like that's her favorite method of taking care of problems. The bag was a message. AB negative used to be my blood type. It's the rarest one, found less than 1% of the United States population. Glad you didn't drink it. Who knows what they've done to the bag. Some NYC vets can tell you wild stories about using irradiated blood to locate and kill other kindred. Seriously? Glad I didn't drink from him. Better safe than sorry, yeah. I still wonder if they would have done anything to this blood. It would be some kind of 5-dimensional chess move. But yeah, this contact is compromised and needs to be cut off. Goodbye, my journalist frenemy, and goodbye, dear Lucky Gut Syndrome. You both outlived your usefulness. After a brief period of hesitation, she deletes whistleblower extraordinaire account and sighs. Another one bites the dust. Thinking about what to say next, you remember that you promised the man that Hope would transfer $5,000 to his account later tonight. I'm not gonna bring that up. I'm just not going to. You decide against telling her that. She's got enough stuff on her plate tonight, and you're strangely confident that you're never going to meet that journo again. I've got another story to finish. I was talking about Bitcoin, and then... Where did I stop? Becoming a constellation. Oh, right. You know who saw the real face of this city? Anna Delvey. Ever heard of her? A Russian working-class girl born as Anna Sorokin. Sorokin. I don't know how you pronounce that. Probably Sorokin. She moved to New York in 2013 and convinced everyone that she was this insanely rich trust fund kid, a wealthy German heiress. Manhattan elites totally fell for it, and they bought it for years while she swindled them. She only got arrested in 2017 after having stolen almost $300,000. Sorokin created her Delvey persona out of thin air, convinced everyone that she was going to set up an art fund, and kept tasting all of life's finest pleasures while being basically broke. She even made up a fake family financial advisor, then killed him off when he became a liability. And apparently most of her rich victims never admitted to being scammed out of shame. By now you're sure. The way she scrutinizes her surroundings, her reckless driving, she's trying to escape somebody. Now Delvey's locked up with murderers and Rikers, writing her memoirs, apparently picking a lot of fights. Bless her heart, she'll forever be an inspiration. But I have more advantages than she ever did. I have my own considerable funds that I can rely on many more made-up people than just some old-ass financial advisor. A whole bunch of fake content creators and influencers that every rich dumbass wants to get in touch with and collaborate. Makes it super easy to earn more money than I invest. You've seen it firsthand, both as a deceiver and the deceived. It's a city of illusions. Make non-existent money, come up with a fictional status, play nonsensical Camarilla games, and one day, you might just find yourself at the top. Alright, we are reaching our last stop. You look around, you're coming up on a parking garage. You're gonna take an elevator to the 70th floor. Give the masked man you meet in front of the door this memory card. It contains an art house movie I've made. Art house movie? Is it a snuff or is it a porn? Who knows? By art house, you mean vampire movie? Yes, a movie you've seen me rehearse in my haven. You didn't think I was doing that just for show, did you? I found some filthy rich Manhattan pervs who will pay a fortune for a convincing vampire cam show. I don't need money, but their IT industry connections gave me an idea. When we give them this memory card, we'll gain access to tech that should allow us to take on my biggest enemy in the city. So your nickname this time is going to be... Uh-oh. That's not good. A crash. You are momentarily dazed and can't immediately understand what happened. The first thing you know for sure is if you were still a normal human being, you'd be dead. You replay the last few seconds in your head. The other car appeared out of nowhere and crashed into Hope's vehicle at the maximum speed it was able to achieve in this closed-off space. The driver has already managed to kick open the mangled door next to him and stumble out of his seat. Now he wordlessly approaches the trunk and takes a large caliber silenced pistol out of it. Fuck. He starts approaching the lavender wreck of Hope's car, obviously ready to finish the job he started. You have to be fast and violent. It's you or him now. Gonna use my fucking celerity. Your instincts take over. The world stops moving just as you start running. He can see you, of course, but not as a well-defined shape. It's a blur, and its speed is faster than his aim. It gets closer to him. He's scared. It's next to him. He's terrified. A series of superhumanly swift punches ruptures his body in all sorts of horrifying ways. His world briefly turns into an ocean of agony and then disappears forever. You stand above the gunman's body, trying to calm yourself into your killer instincts. That's when you hear her voice. Ugh. Hope slithers out of her car and sees you standing over the assailant. Huh, you did pretty good. She approaches the body of the driver you killed and kicks it so she can take a better look at it. Upon seeing the front of the corpse, she lets out an annoyed grunt. Knew it would be this asshole. He's been following us all day, and I know just who he belongs to. Even before she's done talking, she's already trying to reach someone through a video call. Eventually, she succeeds. You see a nonchalant woman in business casual on her smartphone screen. Kara Montgomery, how may I help you? Kara. Hope. Didn't expect you to ever reach me through this channel. Have you thought things through? Wait, did something happen? Did something happen? Your fucking ghoul just tried to kill me, you crazy bitch. That's what fucking happened. Calm yourself, for Christ's sake. This is a baseless accusation. I know he's from Double Spiral. He's been working at your motherfucking company. Come on. You know I can't be held responsible for the independent actions of my subordinates. Why don't we just meet up and talk it over? Hope disconnects the call and instantly blocks Kara from contacting her. Corporate shithead, you make me sick. Tired, she turns her gaze to the dead ghoul. I'll dispose of him. Help me put him in my car. 30 seconds later, his body's laying in the backseat of the lavender-colored wreck. Okay, good. Take a look at the scene of the carnage in front of you. Every second we're here gets us closer to a serious Masquerade violation. I'll have to exchange my palm-to-worthy masterpiece for goods some other time. She gets behind the wheel and you follow her inside the car. Meet me at my haven when I tell you it's safe. For now I need to dump this asshole somewhere, get my car fixed, and plan our counterattack. You guide Hope to your own haven. She drops you off, and before she leaves, she makes what's about to come perfectly clear. If we want to survive in this city, Kara Montgomery needs to die. She disappears into traffic, and you disappear into your place. Well, fuck. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. Got into a fucking car crash. And killed a guy. Killed a guy. Shit. Well, the plot thickens even more. Who's Kara Montgomery? Some corporate shithead, apparently. We'll find out in the next episode. So, thank you guys so very much for watching the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this one, please consider subscribing. And then until then, I'll see you guys next time. I fucking lost my train of thought there. That was weird. Bye-bye.